Hey guys, how are you? I am Melissa Shaver and I am an Emerald Ambassador with Plexus Worldwide. And I wanted to just come share with you guys. First and foremost, I want you to know that I absolutely love your leader and we have locked arms together. And I think that that's one thing that I love so much about Plexus is this whole one Plexus mentality of living within community and wanting the best for every person. And so I've been blessed to get to know your leader, and we have locked arms together for a long time and wanted to just come and share with you a little bit about my story of becoming a silver ambassador with Plexus Worldwide. The reason that I wanted to do that was, as you know, July is a huge corporate incentive for everyone to be able to go silver to receive a $200 bonus. And that's so exciting. Our normal bonus, which is a major bonus as far as I'm concerned, is a $100 bonus. So they've doubled that for you to give you incentive to really push hard in the month of July and be able to get to that silver ranking. I loved being silver with Plexus. Now, a little bit about my story, just so that you can know, is I started with Plexus in August of 2013 and became an ambassador in September, so a month later. And so I'm about to hit my 1 year, my 4 year anniversary, which is so amazing to think about. And I've loved being able to go back and really look at when I turned silver, and it gets me really excited all over again. But honestly, it makes me so incredibly grateful to have said yes to this opportunity, to have said yes to even trying these products, and to be able to see what that silver promotion did for me and did for my belief, for me to be sitting where I am today, sitting as an Emerald Ambassador, really working hard and loving my team and all of us moving forward, and me being able to just move forward as a Sapphire Ambassador, and seeing all of my team really go after their goals and their desires as well. Whenever I started Plexus, I was working full time as an executive in a nonprofit ministry. And I have a corporate background, and then went and got my master's and moved into nonprofit, and have been an executive over my own nonprofit as well as an executive director of a secondary nonprofit. So have just had a wonderful career. And to think that now I am just doing Plexus and just all that God has called me to do in ministry and in work and encouraging and developing leaders is incredible to think about. So let's talk about turning silver, going silver, because I hope to encourage you for you to go after it this month, okay? So I want to share just a little bit. You heard that within 1 month of me starting these products, I became an ambassador. And I became an ambassador because I wanted all of my family to be on these products. As soon as I started personally, I started because I wanted the energy. I wanted the energy so bad that I heard my upline talking about, and that I started seeing on Plexus. And I didn't know that many people on Plexus. But my upline, Rosalind Payne, who's a Diamond Ambassador, she knew lots of people. All of her friends were doing Plexus. And so I started seeing through her all these stories, but I really saw only her story in the beginning. But her story was enough. It was enough for me. I heard about her energy. I knew her family. I knew her health issues. I knew her son's health issues. And I had many health issues. So I completely trusted her from the first moment that I said yes. And I began to research the ingredients myself because of all of my health issues. And guys, 4 years ago, we didn't know everything that we know today. We're so blessed today to know everything that we know. So back then I was doing my own research, trying to figure things out. And I very quickly realized that I wanted all of my family on it, because we all had different little health issues that I really believed that Plexus could make the difference for and change our family's health and our lives. and it has 100 times over. I mean, 100 times over, and I won't go into all of that. So I started in September as an ambassador, knowing that I needed to share because I needed to share enough with enough friends and family that they would join my team and that they would become customers as well. I worked customers and ambassadors, and I worked both sides quickly. I needed to be promoted to silver. I also wanted the commissions of a customer. So I worked both sides consistently together. So that all of my products could be paid for, because I had 5 people that I was paying for upfront immediately. And that's how I got started. I will tell you that there were a lot of things that I had to work through. I'll kind of tell you some of my obstacles. I went silver in December, so I was 3 months to silver. I will tell you, I was working full time, and it was a very demanding job, 50 to 60 hours a week. So I was working full time. So I had to really figure out how to work in those nooks and crannies, which I figured it out fast. But I did have to figure that piece out. Another thing for me was I really stumbled over myself. I just did with sharing. I couldn't figure out the sharing process. So I will tell you what I learned, but I did have to figure it out. And so hopefully you'll figure it out faster than me. But I had to learn to follow my upline. She was successful, so I needed to model her, and I need to mirror that. And I did. But in the beginning, I stumbled through that, trying to figure it out and what it looked like. And I really needed to grow my belief. And with that, growing my belief was listening to trainings, watching diamond documentaries, listening to my upline, going to events was huge for me. I still remember my very first event that I went to, because it put such a huge belief in me of hearing these stories, hearing the business testimonies, seeing the people and being attracted to them, their energy, their outlook on life, their mindset, their belief. I wanted to know them. And so that's where you're going to gather that belief and build that belief in yourself. And you probably have heard your leader say, and this is what Ross said to me, is, have my belief until your belief is strong enough on its own. And that's really true. And to build into that. And I will say, going silver for me was such a big deal of telling me that this was legit. That $100 bonus, and for you, if you do this in July, it's a $200 bonus. Guys, it's not only a $200 $100 bonus, but you get building bonuses on top of that with your welcome packs. So it is at least $75 in building bonuses, up to $150, depending on if they get that $99 welcome pack or the $199. So you are looking at least $275 in bonuses just for going silver. For me, it let me know that this was legitimate, because I had done another network marketing company, and that was part of my belief issue that I lost money on. I had to have inventory, and it really made me skeptical, because I went into debt. And I realized really fast with Plexus, with going silver, and not only getting that bonus, but just making commissions and everything else on just the pay points and everything that happened for me, I realized, oh my goodness, like, this is legit. Like, I really can do something with this. And it immediately gave me a belief to run after gold. And so I probably went gold in January or February, and I went senior gold in June, and then I just moved from there, all while working full time. So a couple of things that I want to share with you is just some of my tips that I learned, and hopefully you're doing. And the first is that you have to post. If you have not set your first post, whether you want to build a business or you just want to pay for some of your products, because I tell you, if you will do this July incentive, even if you're just wanting to take product, it's going to not only pay for your welcome pack and the products that you just ordered, it's going to give you some pocket change. It's going to be a lot of fun. So post. In posting, you are just casting a net of allowing people to hear your story, of even a story of, hey, I just ordered, or hey, I just got my products, and whoever your upline is, mention them, tag them, and let people know your excitement and your hope of what these products will do. That's the first thing that I would say to do. The second thing is really make sure that you start reaching out to your friends. So that kind of public post on your wall is going to cast a big net, but emailing, private messaging, texting friends and family, that's going to just have that more intimate relationship with those people, of sharing that information with them. It's going to get a faster response. So you're going to want to do it both ways, is what I would say. And then another thing is, like I said, watch your upline and follow what they're doing. Guys, your upline, they're successful. So follow what they're doing. That's what I love about network marketing, is that we're so duplicatable. So follow your leader, right? And see the success within that. The other thing that I would say that I didn't know whenever I started in 2013 is three-way messages. Three-way messages have been one of the biggest way that my team has gone silver quickly and grown their business quickly, is those three-way messages. Because you know what? Hey, if you're a new ambassador, you're not going to know everything yet. My new ambassadors don't know what I know. I've been doing it for almost 4 years. And so I do know a little bit more than them. But if they bring me into those three-way messages, oh my goodness, they can learn while they're listening. I'm training them as I'm educating their friends and family. It is wonderful because you, as a new ambassador, you are benefiting and you're going to get paid off of learning. So make sure that you're three-way messaging. It's the biggest way that I've seen my team grow. Another thing is to live within community and love your community. Your team is there for you. They are there to encourage you, to love you, to spur you on, to help you whenever you have questions. Don't think that you have to live on an island. And let me just give you an example of this. In the very beginning, whenever I first started, I'll be honest, I had some people that were really upset with me. In fact, my family, and I hope that this doesn't scare you in any way, because I think it's pretty cool. So hear me out. But my family actually thought that I had been hacked on Facebook. And so I had brothers like texting me, and my mom texting me saying, hey, and my kids, they texted my kids to say, hey, I think you've been hacked. Because all of a sudden, out of the blue, which I would post now differently than I did 4 years ago, but I've learned a lot. And I shared with you the way that I would have myself post and my newbies post now. But at that time, I didn't know that. And so I posted kind of crazy and probably a way that looked like an advertisement. So I can understand them believing that I had been hacked. And, but anyway, they started reaching out to me. And the month that I went silver, which was December, was the month that I got really a hate mail message from my brother. And he was a brother, both my brothers, but definitely him, that I thought without a doubt would do fantastic with this business. Number one, I really believed that it would help some of his health issues and give him energy. But number two, knew without a doubt that this business would be fantastic for him. And in that process, whenever I got this hate mail, it not only crushed me, because I've always wanted my brother to be proud of me. It was heartbreaking that he believed the way that he did about me and looked down on what I was doing. If I did not have my team and live within community and love my community, I don't know that I would have made it through that hardship. I cried for about 48 hours because my brother was so disappointed in me. But because of my community, because of my upline, because of my husband and his support, they affirmed me. They confirmed what I was doing. They re-spoke life into me. They told me to just move forward. They believed in what I was doing. They believed that the Lord had given me this opportunity. They spoke into my heart of what the products had done for me, and they pushed me through that process. If you live on an island through this process, hardship is hard, whether it's a friend or a family saying, what are you doing and are you crazy? or if it's just that you're reaching out to people and you're not getting responses. Hearing back from people that have been successful, that believe in you, that know that you can do this and that can spur you on is everything. It's your lifeline when you go through hardships. So make sure that you are doing that. And guys, the last thing that I would say is make sure that you share your story before you even have a story. And what I mean by that is start sharing now. I have so many people that say, well, Melissa, I want to make sure that these products work for me before I share. Can I tell you that if I did not start sharing prior to having a story, I would not have been silver in 3 months, and I would not have gone gold and then senior gold within that 9-month period, because I went through a lot of detox and die-off. And so for 4 months, I definitely had a story, and I definitely knew that the products were working for me, but I had a lot of detox and die-off. And so if I would have waited until I lost 15 pounds, which was 4 months later, that all of a sudden everything changed for me and I lost 2 pant sizes and 15 pounds. And like the light switch, like the lights turned on for me, my health changed drastically. All those things happened, but I was already sharing about Plexus, my love for it, my love for the ingredients, and everything about it, even before I had a huge successful story. So start sharing now, knowing and believing that you will have a story. Start sharing your hope within your story. Start sharing why you started Plexus, which is probably your upline story. Start sharing those things now, because believe it or not, you could be silver this month. You could get your welcome pack paid for through that bonus. You could get change for that. Or if you've been doing for this for a little while and you are not silver yet, guys, push, get out of your comfort zone, get excited, show your passion, be authentic, push through everything that you're scared about and every fear, because it only births courage. Go out there and do it. We desire so greatly for you to be silver in July, to feel the success and the celebration, and to know without a doubt that you can do this business. So if anything, I hope that my story encourages you in some way. And I want to say that I believe in you and I believe in what you can do with this business. Just get out there and share. Hey, I hope to talk to you guys soon.